for the week of September 22nd, 2025. Hello, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So far, I have done Aries through Libra. So if you're looking for your sign, you can go onto my homepage on this channel and then go to the tabs on top and go to live, and you'll find my page. Later on tonight, after I'm done doing Pisces, I'll be posting up the playlist. Actually, after I'm done doing my daily horoscopes, because that's a lot. Yes, that is a lot. I do a lot. So show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Right now, I'm at 4,345 subscribers. I would like to reach 5,000, so make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So my Scorpios, Mars moves into your first house, a powerful but intense transit, a boost of energy and courage with psychological depths and the potential for conflict. The result is a highly focused, determined willpower bitch, okay? Especially in matters of ambition, intimacy, and personal power. Emotional depth and transformation. Now we have a lot of water going on with Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces here. So this is deep emotions, hidden truth, and psychological changes that Mars in Scorpio brings. Your actions are guided by your passions and emotional truths, pushing you to confront fears and initiate deep personal transformation. Then the Sun in Libra in your 12th house of subconscious and self-undoing tonight increases your pleasant distractions. You're prone to procrastinate and find many good reasons to do so at this time. You're able to get away from the daily grind, may appeal to you more. Be careful about advice that you receive from others who are older and wiser than yourself. You may be led astray from your pursuits, particularly those of you who are born at night. Just be careful with that. Hold on to your secrets and keep your confidence. Ghosts from the past or consequences from past actions are going to be coming up to haunt you. You may feel uneasy about recent decisions or facing a dilemma here. So this could be dealing with buyer's remorse for some of you, and Mercury's in Libra as well, so you're kind of like going back on your decision. Avoid the urge to take action just because you feel you must act. Reason out your actions first, then do it. Some of you could be prone to depression at this time, so try to give yourself a hobby. Literally give the brain something to do. You're intriguing that ninth house way too much. Alrighty, so on the 24th, this is facing negative aspects of yourself, but it's necessary to do that. But be cautious of egotism. Use the force of this time period with the Sun in Libra and the stellium in Scorpio now to improve everything around you, not just yourself. Expand awareness of your contributions to your environment, to humanity. You are a powerful person. Know that with leadership skills, you are intense, yes, quick to get to the point, and enjoy a challenge. You understand what motivates other people, and you may feel restless and have a desire to travel now. Okay, you may be experiencing some kind of crisis because there's like a lot of self-realizations coming up at this time with this energy here. This could also be dealing with like a lot of truth coming up with this energy as well. There is a tendency to overexert yourself and take on more than you can handle, so try to exercise moderation. Be realistic about how much you could do or how much you could put on your plate. Relationships with authority / father figures might be strained. Usually some point during this time, your fortitude is challenged, so that you must make a stand for yourself. Try to do it without compromising who you are. And in about a year, your purpose in life will become a little bit more clear. Okay. On the 4th, because we're not dealing with all those planets in retrograde, and we're able to move about, and then the planets in the secondary planets start moving. Hi, Sharma, in the sign of Sagittarius. So it makes it a lot easier to see things a little bit differently. Hi, Om. So that could be going on. Then on the 25th, some of you can have a difficult time with your communications this week, okay? You can be confusing others around you because you don't know how to be vulnerable, or you don't want to be vulnerable at this time, or allow other people in your life, especially your partner, because you want everyone to be on a needs to know basis in regards to your feeling. You don't want to go deep. You don't want to be about your feelings. You don't want that, you know, but your partner may want that as well. Or this could be your parents want to be on a needs to know basis into what's going on in your life at this time. So this could be a confusing time trying to explain yourself. So if you're upset about something or somebody teased on you, with this energy, you're more than likely not to go telling everybody, but instead like throwing tantrums and stomping all over the house, cussing at your parents because somebody embarrassed you or somebody didn't do what you wanted, or maybe you listened to the advice that your parents gave you and it wasn't the advice that you needed to hear at this time because it may be for a different situation, or maybe the person reacted in a very nasty way that you didn't see coming, okay? And you're just kind of like frustrated and taking it out on other people around you. So, you know, this is all about your spiritual, emotional, and personal confusion with this energy, okay? Where this could be a time such as home, family, routine, and daily work are being challenged by shifting illusions and a need for greater clarity here, okay? Or maybe you start seeing things for the way they are and you're not liking what you're seeing at this time, because also Pluto's in retrograde and then we have a stellium in Scorpio here, and they're all about truth, okay? And this is in your first house, so this could be all about seeing your truth, and it's like, ah, you know, it's like, oh my God, you know? So on the 26th, be careful about mental or nervous anxiety buildup this week, and make sure that you get enough rest. Don't like get reactive just yet, alrighty? Because I feel like you're being given a little bit of information and not like the whole picture, okay? Don't be invested in other people's drama this week, because again, you're not getting the whole entire picture and you're playing Captain Save-A-Ho to what? Okay, so don't be so quick to play Captain Save-A-Ho this week, because it could be a situation here where like this person got into a fight, instigated a fight with somebody, and then all of a sudden, like for example, a big example, some of you may actually do this, but this is a big example, that then somebody goes, oh, I want you to beat them up, right? But then it turns out you get there and like the person is crying and halfway traumatized because this person gonna beat the shit out of them, and then they want you to like finish the job, and it's like, what in the hell? It's like, you ready to, you the bad guy. I'm not participating, you know, so by the time you get there, you know, it's kind of like, oh my gosh. So it's kind of like that kind of situation. You're going to be put in a situation where it's like, you going to find the truth and then you're going to be like, oh, this was not, no, you know, and it's going to make you mad. All right. Or somebody could be trying to catfish you out of your money by putting you into a crisis situation here with this energy. Okay. You are prone to panic attacks at this time. So try to simplify your life. Again, take things off your plate. Your impatience makes it difficult to carry out any disciplined mental work or of a boring or repetitive nature. So it's best to put off repetitiveness to a different time or change your routine around with your repetitiveness. If you have been stuck on a problem now's the time to gain insight or to make breakthroughs. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. And like I said, I have done Aries through Scorpio. Well, I wish they would do that to me because, you know, but I don't think they do want to do that because I normally put them to work. I normally put them to work and they go and do it. So I think that's why they don't really, they talk to me, but they don't. I don't hear no voices. Well, it depends. If I'm doing readings and then your mama, your aborted babies want to talk to me, they will talk to me. Trust me. The TT is real. And it's like, oh my God, there's like a little kid right here. And they're like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, and it's crazy too. It's so crazy. The shit that oh my gosh. It's like sometimes I get that, but sometimes I don't. And then if I do, it's like, I don't know. And then if I actually see spirits, which I do, if the house is like really haunted, I don't like that, but they do make it a point to leave me the hell alone. I think it's because I can see them, but I don't like it. Let me tell you, I don't like it. It's sometimes it can be rather painful, especially if they've been stabbed. If they've been stabbed, I know what it feels like. It sucks. It hurts. And then once you're healed, you can still feel it like in your intestines, especially if you have to go to the bathroom, and it hurts like hell. I was like, holy shit. I almost fell off the toilet seat one time because somebody decided to give me the stabbing experience about what it felt like. And I was like, ah, and I almost fell off the toilet. Oh my God. So yeah, I don't really like the spirits coming to me. So anyway, show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. Tomorrow I'll be available for readings. Tonight I'm finishing up readings, or trying to finish up readings. So yeah, it's only $20 for an email reading, so check it out. If you just want a general for October, November, December, you know, check it out. Show your love and support. Help me grow. And like, subscribe, and share. Right now I'm at 4,345 subscribers. I would like to make it to 5,000. So anyways, the first card to come up with is the Seven of Wands. Some of you can be feeling a bit restless for change, but it's a quiet restlessness. It's not like a loud one like Libra and stuff like that. Libra freaking out and shit. It's not like that. It's a very quiet restlessness for change. It's overthinking and over asking. No, you cannot. It's overthinking, over asking for things at this time with this energy here, being too much in your head. Indecisions are coming up. So whatever's heavy on your mind, you may not do it this year. So this could be something when all the planets go direct that you may decide to make changes. I feel like some of you here could be cherry picking your decisions at this time, or cherry picking your jobs during this time period. So you're not so quick to leave a situation as well. You may be unhappy in a situation, but under the same breath, you're not so quick to leave it, okay? The Four of Cups keeps coming up. So everybody this week seems to be sitting on their hands, contemplating, meditating, but this is a time for Rosh Hashanah and high holidays that we're celebrating. So this could be like everybody putting everything on pause at this time to celebrate the high holidays with this energy, or this is everybody with Mercury in Libra and Sun in Libra, and who else is in Libra? And then we have South Node in Virgo and things of that nature. So we have a lot of contemplation, and then we have a stellar in Scorpio. And of course, you guys are not so quick to jump on anything new. You like to sit on your hands about things. So right now, like, everybody is like sitting on their hands about the changes that they want to make, okay? So it may be after the new year, February, March, that people start making changes in their life, okay? This is missed opportunities, shoulda, woulda, coulda, regrets, because you sat on your hands too damn long. The Three of Swords, some of you, this is traveling coming up with this energy here. The World card, the world does work in your favor, but at the same time, you're turning down, I don't know if you're sticking your nose up at the opportunities that are coming your way, but you're definitely turning down the opportunities that are coming your way at this time with this energy. So you're cherry picking, you're looking for something very specific that you want at this time with this energy here. I also feel like some of you, this could be like mourning a loss, or some of you may have gotten a divorce, and this is you mourning a relationship at this time with this energy, and like getting out of a depression at this time, getting out of your funk, healing, working on healing. The Emperor card being more about your stability. Some of you could be put in a position of leadership and growth. Others of you, you may not be on speaking terms with the men in your life, or you may not be on speaking terms with father at this time with this energy here as well. So I see that happening. The Wheel of Fortune card, expect the unexpected with this energy, but you are trying to control a lot of situations around you here, okay? Because I see the Wheel of Fortune card, but at the same time, you're trying to create, oh, thank you. You're trying to create like more stability in your life. You're trying to control your situations here in your life at this time with this energy. You're not exactly like trying to like, you know, go with the flow. All right. So I do see that. I do see you trying to prepare yourself for changes here that are happening. So some of you could be going through a divorce process, or some of you may be at a crossroads with relationships here. So you're trying to financially prepare yourself. You're trying to, you know, like you're trying to plan ahead and kind of like get your stuff together, because you know that stuff's going to get real in your life. So you're just really trying to prepare for what it is that's about ready to come into your life at this time, or the exit that you're going to be doing at this time. Okay, kind of like creating a cushion for yourself when this situation comes up. The Queen of Cups, this is a time for some of you where you're just like kind of going more with the flow, but kind of not going with the flow, or pretending to go with the flow at this time as well with this energy here. I do feel like for some of you here that you are mastering your emotional self at this time, and your intuition here as well. You may have a little bit more of a deeper understanding of your emotional self, and understanding yourself a little bit better. And this is like a lot of maturity and growth. So those of you who are 40 and over, you may have more of a mastery over yourself at this time. And because we have a stellium in the first house, this is also a more of a self-awareness going on as well. So you're more self-aware of yourself with this energy. Like you have a better understanding of yourself because the stellium in your first house. The Devil card does talk of endings with this energy. So some of you, this could be endings, this could be divorces, but you were ready for it. You were kind of prepared for it with this energy. This is breaking away from certain situations that have been stifling your growth here for some of you, not all of you. This could be dealing with addiction. Some of you, this is a time of liberation here, and like healing, and just leaving certain things alone, or walking away from certain situations. The Five of Swords, I feel with this energy here that for some of you, definitely with the fives coming up, very restless for change at this time with this energy. Something has to give with this energy as well. Hello. Hi. So that can be happening. I feel for others of you that this could be a time that you could be dealing with conflict, but at the same time, you're asserting yourself, or you're demonstrating intellectual fulfillment. And I feel like you could be winning debates and arguments this week. So it's very difficult to argue with you with this energy. And it could also be giving you like a little bit of a confidence boost. You could be speaking your truth in your mind a lot more than usual here as well. For some of you, somebody could be dishonest or ruthless when it comes to getting what they want with this energy, or downright vengeful at this time when it comes to getting what they want with this energy. So somebody is not playing fair during this time, and that's okay, because you know what, karma is a bitch. And karma always bites back, so just let her bite. So that could be happening for some of you here as well. Okay, the Three of Coins does talk of growth. Spiritual or financial growth is also coming your way this week with this energy here as well. So I do see that. I do see recognition, accomplishments, starting or ending creative projects here as well. I do see that other people could be relying on you for your expertise or your advice at this time, and just kind of like relying on you as to help them with what they need with this energy here as well. I do offer readings. Check that out. I do not do free readings on the lives. Okay. And if I did, I would charge for them. So it's $20 for an email reading. I'm going to be doing those tomorrow. Check out my community page if you're interested. Ooh, I'm at 4,347 subscribers. Thank you. So anyways, the Four of Coins talks about stability, alrighty, and being more about your financial security at this time, and saving money with this energy here. This could be also a time of financial stability and security. So your money situation starts to turn around for the better. Maybe you have better control or better money management over your finances at this time. You know, your tight-fistedness, your frugalness finally has paid off. So now you're seeing like a little bit more coin in your pocket. Okay, so this is a nice energy for that. The Seven of Cups, lots of thoughts of future. So be careful with the deception, and be careful with, you know, what other people tell you. You know, talk is super cheap, and you know, actions do speak louder than words. Even though people want to say, you know, words speak louder than no, they don't. Words are deceiving, and through words you learn about who's the liar in your life, but you got to go through the experience, you see. So actions speak louder than words, alrighty. So talk is super cheap with this energy. Alrighty. Let me see. The King of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to be as realistic as possible, and you're not trying to give in to the illusion of things with this energy here, and you're trying to control the situations or the narratives around you. I feel also you need to cock those damn brains before you shoot that damn mouth off too, because ooh, your stinger is out. You don't got no patience for stupid. So you tend to go after other people here, especially other people who are trying to pull the wool over your eyes. You tell them exactly what time it is here as well. I do feel like for some of you here, you could be overthinking a situation as well with this energy. Alrighty. And I do feel like you're going to be, whatever decision is coming up, you're going to be making it based on evidence, and you're going to be doing your research, and you're very cautious when you're coming into new situations, and very realistic at this time with this energy, with your expectations with this energy. I'm trying to look at my numbers. The Queen of Swords. I do feel like you have influence over other people. I do see a third party situation. A lot of these coming up with this energy here as well. I feel like some of you could be reconciling with somebody in your life at this time that's in a marriage. All right, so I do see that. I do see this being a great time for like investment properties. So I do see that. Great time for realtors with this energy here, or this could be also business picking up at this time as well. So I do see more money. The Strength card, this is your perseverance, your persistence paying off. So I feel like, you know, this other person is thinking about you, wants to come through, alrighty, and your persistence and your staying power is paying off with this energy here. So I do feel like this person's going to end up coming through with this energy. Yeah, I guess. Okay, wait, you know, I mean, it looks like it. The Tower card, I see Pluto energy here. So this other person is going to end up like getting a divorce or some kind of breakup happening in this relationship. So this is not going to be a long-lasting relationship for them. Okay, I feel like the milk anyways has expired on that relationship as well. So somebody is going to be going through a divorce or a breakup. They may have like a third party situation or somebody that they're already crushing on during this time period as well. And then they're going to come pursuing this other person. Okay. And it's just because like the energies are not very well aspected at this time. So it's not an easy time for love relationships here. You know, it's very difficult. Relationships are being tested at this time because Pluto is opposing Coronis, and then next year Volcanus, 4th and 10th house, home life, live-in relationships, and then North Node in Leo next year is going to come in and then do the same thing and oppose North Node and South Node in Aquarius. Ooh, with Volcanus, which is like the higher form of Saturn. So it's kind of like, and then Pluto's like, just like what? Going to be like at 3 degrees by the, good God. What a shit show. So yeah, so whoever's trying to stay, you know, good luck. Good luck. Kudos on you. But it's like you really going to have to be, you're really being challenged to transform the emotional self and to really like deep dive. Like if you're trying not to cheat on your partner, I would say work on your self-worth and self-esteem. Express how you don't feel useful to this person with this energy. Express your feelings at this time. Be vulnerable and let them know that you don't feel like you're needed. You don't feel like you're valued, you know. Also work on your self-worth and self-value at this time. Work on your self-esteem during this time period. Alrighty, because something's going on with you that you need to change something about yourself, okay? So that could be happening for some of you, not all of you, okay? Some of you could be relying on your intuition. It's just, this is a general, it just depends what's going on, alrighty? I feel also that this could also be dealing with control and the need to control situations around you, but inevitably, whatever you're trying to control, it's not going to work. It's almost, I see it in my head, literally in my head. Okay, here I go, bitches. Like, subscribe, and share, okay? So, in my little mind, And I know puzzles relate to autism. No, it's not like that. But I feel like, sometimes when you pick up a puzzle and you try to keep all the pieces together because you're like still working on it or whatever, I feel like it's like that. And then it just crumbles. And whatever you're trying, like the puzzle pieces are all together. I see the puzzle and it's all together, but then when you try to pick it up to put it back in the box, it crumbles. So whatever you're trying to control, whatever stability that you're trying to keep, or the picture that you want that you're trying to keep in your mind, it's going to crumble. It's going to crumble into little pieces. Wow. So some of you got some damn changes coming up at this time with this energy here. And whatever you're trying to do, you need to either do the work, do the emotional work, go get therapy, a bunch of self-help books. I love Joseph Murphy, do the work. But whatever is going on at this time that you're trying to keep together, whatever illusion in your head or in your reality that you're trying to keep, it's not going to last and it's not going to hold. So that's what I see coming. Damn, I totally saw that puzzle too. All right, and then the Death card, Pluto energy with the Tower card and the Wheel of Fortune card. So, and then the Devil card. So expect the unexpected. Change is happening during this time period. Things are coming to an end with this energy, okay? This is, you need to be rational when it comes to whatever it is that's coming up, and you need to accept change. And change is a good thing. Sometimes change is necessary. It brings about growth. It brings about an end of a cycle that you couldn't get out of the cycle. And so here you are, you're going to get out of this cycle. Okay. And I think because you have a stellium in your, look at me being my hand, because you have a stellium in the 9th house with Jupiter, with Cronus, with Hades, and then whoever else, whatever planets you have in your natal chart, because not only do you include the planets that are going on transiting, but also what's in your natal chart. Like right now I have a big ass stellium in Virgo, okay, and I have North Node in Virgo, and then I have all these planets transiting in the sign of Virgo, okay. And then in my, let me see, Scorpio, I don't really, well, Scorpio, my 9th house, I have a big ass stellium. Let me see, because you have to include all the planets. So not only just the planets transiting, but your planets, and start counting. Because some of you, I feel like this is a time of change for you with this energy here. Ew. I bet you smell too. I bet you're those people that like scratches their buttholes and then smells it and goes, oh, that's you, bitch. Telling me it smells. I don't think it smells, to be quite honest. And on top of that, I eat really healthy, so I really highly doubt I smell. I am pH stressed, so kiss my grits. And if I do smell, I'm very expensive smelling too, because I smell like Louis Vuitton perfume. And bitches, you know how much that shit costs? Yes. And not the rose one too. The couture, the tea couture. That's the one that I love and have. Yes. Smells like leather. Love it. Love it. So support my channel so I can buy more. So anyways, like, subscribe, and share, because the assholes are coming on now. Dave, get your fingers ready. So anyways, I lost my train of thought. So go back to that message. But I do feel like this is a time of transformation here. You need to be very rational in your way of thinking and overcoming challenges. And I think because of this, there I go. The stellium that was going on in the 9th house is the problem, because Cancer signs don't like changes, okay? So emotionally, you don't like change either, and that's what's happening here. And you are trying to control the change, or the pace at which change is happening, and it's happening a little bit too fast for your ass, so you're kind of like, oh my God. You blocking eternal life? Oh, Dave is like, shut up. I'm like, oh, let me read it. The 8 of Wands. I see traveling coming up for some of you here. And even in your travels, traveling could be very transformative for you, but depends where your ninth house energy again. So make sure you don't have a stellium in your ninth house. Cancer video is up. You should try that. Okay, that's why you're on here watching me and you're watching a wrong sign. This is Scorpio, not Cancer. So go watch your Cancer video. Thank you for watching, even though you don't believe me anyways, but yet you're on here. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So anyways, oh my God. So anyways, yeah, it don't make sense, Juan, why you're up here saying, well, I'm a Cancer sign. It's like I am a sun in Cancer with like a Sagittarius rising, and my Venus is in my first house, but I don't watch horoscopes. Shut up. Just shut up. Okay, you said enough. So anyways, I do see traveling. Some of you need to be careful with traveling. I don't know what's going on with y'all's natal chart. This could be somebody that is like going to war or something like that. God forbid, you know, what's that, Wusa or something? You know, those of you in the army. So this could be Leo's up as well. Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. So this could be a situation here where you are going to travel. So be careful, those of you in the army, because it could be a very transformative experience for you, okay? And it may not be in a good way too. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Run, bitch, run. And also be rational with your thinking. Okay, be rational, because expect the unexpected and unexpected upheavals. I'm not trying to put the juju on the army, but expect the unexpected, okay? And just be rational thinkers. Don't go in a crisis situation. I know I would, because I'd be like, oh my God, what's that noise? I could not. So God bless you. But be careful with that energy, okay? The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money. Alrighty, so your financial situation is going to change. And then some of you, it doesn't have to be like doom and gloom bad. It could actually be a transformative experience. It could be that you go on, let's say like you're a musician, right? And you're not popular in the States, okay? And shit like that. And you're just kind of like, you don't understand like your fame. And you go to, let's say Switzerland. Oh shit. Okay, like, subscribe, and share, bitches. The TT is on again. Okay, prediction. Okay, and Michael, you know who you are. If you watching, bitch, if you going to Switzerland, be careful, bitch. Okay, be careful. Okay, it's gonna be a situation here. My prediction, we're gonna see it on the YouTube or the TikTok or wherever, you know, and the kids who are going to go rap and shit like that, y'all need to be careful, because then people are gonna attack you. Okay, they racist, bitches. I love my Swedes. Hey, bitches. But they racist. They gonna attack you. Or it could be a situation here that you don't realize how famous you are, and then they're going to try to take your clothes and rip your hair off your head. So I would be really, really careful. Maybe get your security on, like Donkey Kong. If you are traveling to Europe and you're an influencer, like seriously, like save yourself, bitch. Okay, and don't do anything stupid, and don't walk by yourself. Okay, because that could be also happening too. So it can make you a lot of money, yes, but then you might lose a finger while going. So I would be really careful. Stay on the right side of the law. Don't wanderlust, and get extra security. Okay, and stay away from anybody that's in a fighting mood, because you go guilty as sin. Ooh, oh my God. The Judgment card. I see endings coming up. A divorce is happening for some of you here, or this just could be like you getting kicked out of a situation. Okay, a really nasty transformation is happening here with this energy. Well, then you're never going to know. You see, you guys got to learn Kuth. Learn it, love it, let it be your friend. So I feel like that could be happening at this time. The Page of Swords, somebody's watching you way too closely during this time period as well. So I do see that. Hi, Carlos. I do see that happening for some of you here with this energy. I do see that somebody could be mentoring you, or you could be mentoring somebody in your life. The Five of Coins, you're very ambitious for power at this time. I also see unexpected expenditures coming up with this this energy here as well. So be prepared. Save your money at this time with this energy. Hi, Larry. The Four of Swords. I see oppression and you feeling oppressed in a situation and you're trying to get out of a situation, but you have a great level of self-control. This could also be a great time for finding a job, even if it's a temp job for some of you here. I see that. For others of you, this could be dealing with contracts and negotiations during this time period as well. So I do feel like that could be happening, or this could be you finding a contract job in Europe with this energy during this time period. And then the Justice card dealing with legalities. Some of you, be careful with traveling, and especially traveling abroad, because you could have lessons with the legalities there. Or those of you, you know, I don't judge. I love my pimps and my hoes, but this could be a pimp and hoe situation. Now, if you go into Dubai to do some nasty stuff, then you're going to get hurt. You might get money out of it, but you're going to get hurt. So this is not a very auspicious time for you to be traveling to different countries here, unless you're going to go like with a group of people and stuff, and there's going to be security. Okay? If there's going to be security, you're good. If you're going by your damn self, don't go, bitch. Don't go. You're going to lose a finger. I predict somebody's going to lose a finger. I think somebody's going to lose a finger. I don't know which finger. It might be this finger, but somebody gonna lose a freaking finger. It's this finger. I think it's gonna be this finger or this thumb or both. Ooh. So yeah, be careful. All right, I'm gonna go on to Sagittarius. I love you guys. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to give love, because I have given the TT, the drama, the Telemundo bullshit. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you want a reading with me, because some of this shit resonated, or you traveling and you need some help. I do the cartography astrology, and I can let you know what's gonna happen. So like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.